Hi beauties, happy 2015! So today I'm going to be sharing with you my best of beauty for 2014, all of my favorite products from the past year, and I have a lot of stuff here, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with foundations. I have three here that I absolutely loved for this past year. My number one favorite though has to go to IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Cream. This stuff is so good. I am on my second tube of it. I am in the shade Light. And if you have oily skin, I would not recommend this particular product for you just because it has an anti-aging serum in it, which is very hydrating and moisturizing. So if you have oily skin, maybe not the best option for you, but if you have combination skin like myself or dry or mature skin particularly, highly recommend picking up this particular CC cream. It is very full coverage, so it's going to completely hide all of your flaws and definitely just make you look fully corrected. So any dark spots or any acne or anything that you have, really going to cover it up well. I highly recommend this. My other two best of 2014 foundations are two that I've used for the past few years. The first being Estee Lauder's Double Wear Light. I am in the color Intensity 2.0. This is my go-to for the summertime because it is a bit lighter. It's more on the medium coverage side. Again, super hydrating, so great for combination skin or dry skin. Just a really great foundation. Highly recommend that one for a little bit of a lighter coverage. And then leaning more towards medium to full coverage, again, my other favorite is the Revlon Colorstay. I do get the one for normal to dry skin, even though I tend to be more on the combo oily side. And the reason for that is because the one formulated for combo to oily skin is just too dry. It's going to look really cakey on your face. The normal to dry skin version of the Revlon Colorstay, much better, and I'm in the shade Buff 150. Moving on to concealers. You guys know I am the concealer queen. I have extremely dark hereditary under eye circles and a lot of like acne, dark spots, pigmentation, that kind of thing. So I'm always on the hunt for the latest and greatest. I have two concealers here that I pretty much used all year. The first being one that I've used again for years. This is the IT Cosmetics Byebye Undereye. If you go back and watch my top concealers video from a few years back, this was number one then and it still is now. It's just really good, you guys. My mom uses this as well. It does have collagen and everything, so it's really just going to plump up your under eye. It's very creamy and moisturizing, so you're not going to get any like creasiness, crepiness. You don't want anything like that under your eyes, and it is very full coverage. I just apply this with an under eye brush. And you can see that in my recent foundation video. I show you guys how I apply this. And then a more recent favorite concealer. This is the Revlon Photoready concealer in the shade Light again. And the Revlon Photoready concealer is a really awesome drugstore option. Great for on the go because it's just kind of like a stick, so you can just whoop whoop and you're out the door. Again, this is really good for covering both acne blemishes and underneath the eyes. I haven't really noticed any creasiness or anything like that, so highly recommend this one. As far as setting powder, I didn't really get out of the box so much on this one this year. I'm still using the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder in the color Buff Beige, and it's really shiny. I'm sorry about that because this is absolutely new packaging. I completely hit pan on the other one, so I just picked up a new one yesterday. This is a really awesome full coverage drugstore setting powder, and you're not going to get any like I don't know what you would call it, like flashback from photography. It doesn't come off like super white or powdery or cakey or anything like that. This is a really good one and definitely gets rid of any shine I have on my face. As far as contouring and bronzer this year, I kind of switched it up. I have not really been contouring my face very often. For example, today I don't have any contour, just blush. I think sometimes it looks good and then other times it can look kind of garish, so it really depends if I feel like I'm having a fat face day or a skinny face day. But I will say that when I have been contouring, I've been using the L'Oreal True Match. This is a cream stick. And I found that cream actually works better for me for contouring than powder does just because it's a more natural look and again, it's more hydrating. This one is in the color Medium Deep N678. So it's just a nice neutral brown, and yep, I will just contour right like that and then blend it in with like a buffing brush, and it just gives you a really nice natural contour line and flush. So moving on to eye makeup products. My absolute favorite eyeshadow primer from the past year is from Lime Crime. It is their eyeshadow helper. The reason that I really like this one even more, I would say, than the Urban Decay is because it's not super greasy, I guess is the word. I already have kind of like greasy eyelids, so I really tend to prefer a primer that's a little drier and that can really just give me nice coverage over my eyelids because they're so dark. Oh, and I just like, that just went everywhere. As far as eyeshadow, you guys know that I am obsessed with the Milani Bella Eyes. These are my two absolute favorite shades. This one is Bella Gold and this one is Bella Chiffon. Super pigmented, really nice, creamy, satiny, everything you would want in an eyeshadow and super affordable. So I'm loving the Milani Bella Eyes. Of course, you guys know I have to show it. The Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I used this a ton this year. Matter of fact, I used up completely the first color because it's like my favorite highlight ever. There is nothing in there. Completely hit pan. But I'm just loving all of the neutral sort of rose gold shimmery eye looks. So I use this a ton this year. And my final favorite has to be the Urban Decay Naked Basics. I'm a total neutrals girl. I don't go crazy with like bright colors on my eyes typically. So the Naked Basics, this is like my fave, okay? It's got every nice light neutral cream brown whatever you could ever want. So used both of these a ton. As far as my eyebrows, I've been kind of going the easy route and just using the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil. It's universal, so no matter what color eyebrow hair you have, you use the same pencil. And I like that one end of it is the spoolie and the other end is the color stick. And I literally just pencil my brows in really lightly and then brush through them. Really simple. I love this, especially for on the go. So that's definitely my favorite for brows. And then I have two mascaras, both Drugstore, surprisingly. Drugstore mascaras this year just did not let me down. My absolute favorite mascara, I've been wearing it basically every day, has to be the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly. I absolutely love the wand. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's got like a curve to it. It kind of like flips up. And it really gets in there and grips each individual lash. They're all separated and they're all just super long and luscious and voluminous and amazing. And my other mascara favorite is the Revlon Bold Lacquer, I cannot say that. Bold Lacquer by Grow Luscious. Why is that so hard for me to say? I have no idea. But anyways, this is a really great mascara for both length and volume. It is thicker and a bit wetter than the L'Oreal Butterfly, so you do have to be a little more careful that you don't get it, you know, like on your eyelid and everything. But once you get it on there, it is really good. It makes your lashes look super long and very thick and black. They're like super standout. And I only have one best blush. I know I'm super boring, but that's because I basically wore this exact color every day. And it's just the Wet n Wild's Color Icon Blush in Heather Silk. This is nothing new and oldie but a goodie. It's a really nice sort of rosy toned mauve color. So highly recommend this, really cheap. Some of the most pigmented blush that I own, surprisingly. And then another product that I've been using to help plump my lips is from City Lips. It is their lip gloss. This one is in the color Orchid, which is like a really pretty purple, and I actually have it on my lips today. So that's what it looks like. It doesn't sting, which, oh my god, some of them sting really bad. This one doesn't sting at all, and it really does make your lips look bigger and plumper, so I really love that. Next lip fave is from Milani. And this is their Lip Intense Liquid Color. Now you've probably seen these talked about a lot over the past year. This one is in 04 Violet Addict. But that's because these are literally the most incredibly pigmented lip glosses I've ever seen. It's almost the equivalent of a lipstick because it's not really liquidy and sticky like you would think. But anyways, look at that. Really, really pigmented. These are super bright. They come in a ton of fun bright colors, and they last a really long time. Then my favorite lipstick of the year. I love both the formulation of these lipsticks and this particular color. So this is the Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick in the color Sassy Mauve, because I'm feeling sassy. Mauve lips were super in this year. It was like the color to have. And I just think that in general, it's very universally flattering. It complements a ton of skin tones. This particular color, Sassy Mauve, kind of borders more on like a tea rose color, sort of like the one from NYX. Really, really love it. Highly recommend it. Next favorite is this brand new L'Oreal Glossy Balm that I got at Ulta looks like this. It's like a really delicious chubby crayon stick. It's in the shade Vintage Rose, and hopefully you guys can see. Look how glossy and shiny it is. Really like lip balmy and slickery on the lips, which I like. I don't like anything super like cakey or dry. L'Oreal Glossy Bombs, thumbs up, love them. Have to talk about the Vaseline Rosy Lips. So popular this year. I went on like the maddest hunt of life for these earlier in the year. I believe I ended up finding them in the springtime, like March, April time frame. You have chapped, flaky, dried out lips. This is the stuff for you. It like literally puts a barrier on your lips to the cold wind, which I love. Gonna really super duper hydrate and moisturize, and I love the smell of it. It has like a really nice clean sort of lemony scent. So now I just have a couple of skincare and hair care related favorites. The first best of is from Cetaphil. It is their Daily Facial Cleanser. This is the one for normal to oily skin. It's really nice and light and cleansing without being stripping. So it's not going to strip your face completely of oil, which is a good thing if you have combo to oily skin. You don't want to completely strip it because then you're just going to break out even more. So you do kind of have to replenish some of that moisture back into your face. This is a really good one. My absolute favorite skincare product for the year was definitely my Benigma all-in-one face cream. And you guys know that I talked about this on my channel a couple times before. This is the really cool moisturizer that actually has bee venom in it. So it's kind of almost like a Botox moisturizer because the bee venom actually makes your face plump up and look tighter, and kind of the same effect as you would get at a med spa, which is really awesome. It also really is going to plump up and hydrate your skin because not only does it have the Manuka bee venom in it, it also has the Manuka bee honey. So as soon as I get out of the shower in the morning, when my pores are still open and my face is still a little bit damp, I'll just apply the smallest bit of this Be Enigma cream all over my face, and literally my skin is automatically transformed. It really truly is a huge difference in my skin. I have been using it for a couple of months and my face just looks, like, can you see it? It looks plumper and younger and more hydrated, and it kind of just glows, which I absolutely love. And my skin is, it's like a baby's butt. It's so soft and smooth. And it really just helps my makeup apply that much better. So if you only splurge on one thing from this video, highly recommend it's the Be Enigma cream because it is like a lifesaver in a jar. The L'Oreal Ever Strong sulfate-free thickening shampoo. I can't remember who I saw recommend this earlier this year, but I have gone through maybe 4 or 5 bottles of this stuff since earlier this year. This is like all I use. And this really helps. I have really fine flat hair and it's dry at the ends, but my scalp is greasy. So I wash my hair every single day. I know it's really bad, but I just have to because otherwise I just look like a matted down sewer rat. So I also have a problem with like getting volume, that kind of thing. So this stuff not only is gonna clarify your scalp, so if you have like oily roots like I do, really helps with that, but it's also gonna really thicken and plump your hair up. So you guys, that is it as far as my best of beauty products for 2014. I also want to give a special shout out to my favorite website from this past year, and that's opinionoutpost.com. And Opinion Outpost is a survey website. You actually get on there, it's free to join, and you fill out surveys for companies. Companies are always looking for your feedback. It helps them to do research to create products and things like that. When I'm bored, I will just get on this website and fill out a bunch of surveys, and then Opinion Outpost will actually reward you with points and cash and Amazon gift cards. And it's not a scam, y'all. It's for real. They really do send you gift cards and everything. So if you want to make some extra cash this year and you have some free time, get on opinionoutpost.com. I'll go ahead and put the link down below, and you can fill out a couple quick surveys and get paid to do it. So you can't beat that, y'all. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you, seriously, from the bottom of my heart for all of your support in the year of 2014. I reached 100,000 subscribers, which was a huge, huge milestone for me. So thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favorite beauty product from the past year was, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, y'all.